Hey guys and girls, and thank you for watching another episode of the Xbox Tester. My name is Maurice. Today we're getting a look at Purpose 1951 on the Xbox Series S. Let's get into it. First of all, let's see how much data this game is, and that's 4.7 GB. The game's not on Gamepass, it's dirt cheap. Yeah, $5.59, you know, it's also a pretty short game, so don't expect too much from this. It is made in Unreal Engine 5, but still, don't have your hopes really high for this one. The game is optimized for new-gen consoles, Xbox Gen 9, Gen Scarlet. Let's just start it up. You guys, if you like this kind of content, don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. It means a lot for me. You're really helping out the channel. You can also hit the bell icon. I upload almost on a weekly basis, daily basis, new games, old games, updates on games, sometimes even a bit of hardware here and there, weekly basis. Yeah. Purpose 1951 is a solo project. So it's this guy, It's not made by a really big, Tonguch Budur. It's made by a really small team. And I think more people worked on the music than the game itself. It looks good. It's one of his best ones thus far. You know, I've played this is not my first game I've played from him. This is one of his better projects, I must say. You know, a lot of it is, of course, like standard stuff you can buy in the Unreal Engine 5. I did a frame rate test for you guys. So
on this winding path,
it is 1080p. Unreal Engine 5 is upscale 1080p.
Let me explain why.
And the frame rate is a open frame rate. That said, you know, this game is really slow paced. There's no action scenes or anything in it. It's a interactive story that tells you what's going on.
From that day on,
so I'm not even that you know,
as a doctor.
I could be really mean and say it's garbage and it's bad and it's stupid or whatever. I'm not gonna do that because, you know, this is made by one person. And that person needs to optimize it for like literally every system. And it's also dirt cheap. It's a perfect game, by the way, for people that love hunting achievements. It's a pretty simple achievement game.
Despite our busy schedules, we promise to catch.
But you know, if you see this already, and maybe in a few years when the Unreal Engine 5 is a little bit better than it is right now, I think we can get some magic with this engine. It's autumn game. Well, it's autumn here too, so makes sense.
As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition. The hospital was located in a small town, far from the bustling city that I was used to. But it didn't matter to me, as long as I could put my medical knowledge and skills into practice. But reality hit me hard. The hospital was understaffed and underfunded. The equipment was outdated and the working conditions were poor. Patients came in with various illnesses, some easily cured with proper treatment, while others were too severe for us to handle.
What you call a walking simulator. It's like an interactive book. I think that's the best way to describe it. And I've played a few of these, and I think they're really relaxing. Two, they're not as bad as you might think. Some people always say, oh, well, the walking simulator is stupid. No. It's like an interactive book.
I remember one day when a young girl came in with a high fever and difficulty breathing. She needed urgent care, but we didn't have the necessary equipment or medication to treat her. We did our best to stabilize her condition, but she passed away before we could transfer her to a better equipped hospital.
Here. Let's see, where do we go now? By the way, yes, you can play it with mouse and keyboard.
That incident haunts me to this day. It made me realize the harsh reality of our healthcare system. How many lives could be saved if only we had access to better resources?
Every time you find one of these boxes, like 100 gamer score points. Dude, this feels like a new biome area. Yep. A bit more swampy.
One day, as Rosie entered the hospital lobby to visit me, she couldn't help but notice the gleaming glass and marble walls, a stark contrast to the outdated equipment and overworked staff. She shook her head in frustration as she thought about the government's priorities.
This is all about a doctor doesn't like the healthcare system. Okay. That depends on where you live. Thankfully, I live in the Netherlands. One of the best healthcare systems in the world. Not the best, I think. Things like the Scandinavian countries do it even better.
She thought back to her childhood with me, when we would play doctor together in our makeshift clinic made out of cardboard boxes. Even then, we had big dreams of making a difference in people's lives through medicine.
Yes. Really, it's just this is it.
But as she grew older, Rosie realized that not everyone had access to proper health care like we did. Some families couldn't afford to seek medical help until it was too late, while others were turned away from hospitals due to lack of funds or resources.
He's constantly running away from me. No. Stay here. Duh. Deaky doo is going on. See it? I see two people. You see that?
It all began when I graduated the medical faculty. My childhood friends Rosie and Sam were also there. As I entered my first job as a doctor, I was full of hope and ambition.
What the freaky deaky doo was that? Cyanites bikes. Really strange. But yeah, you guys, this is Purpose 1951 on the Xbox Series S. And yeah, if you want to play something original, something that's not standard, and with a, yeah, like an interactive story, I could definitely say, yeah, try this one. This one is actually quite simple to get into. There are some that are a little bit more, yeah, artsy, in my opinion. This one is a little bit more straightforward. So, yeah, go check it out. It's like $5 or so it's dirt cheap. Thank you for watching. Hope you had fun. Hope to see you guys soon in another one. Bye.